It's 4:30 p.m. on Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. We will call the City Council meeting of the City of New Ulm to order. At this time, our first item of business is the consent agenda. Councilors, what are your wishes?
So move.
Second.
We do have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion carries. Item 2.1 for licenses and permits, a raffles gambling permit for Sioux Trails Ducks Unlimited number 0020.
I'll approve the issuance of a lawful gambling permit for Sioux Trails Ducks Unlimited number 0020 to conduct raffles gambling at the New Ulm Armory, 2100 Palmer Avenue, New Ulm, Minnesota on Friday, January 30th, 2026.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any additional discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion does carry. Item 3.1 is ordinance number 2025-TBD, first consideration zoning, section 4.11. Mr. Nisley, good afternoon.
All right, good evening, councilors, council president, councilors. John Nisley, planner with the city of New Ulm. So this zoning amendment would be to section 4.11C, and that's the residential zoning district standards, and it would establish a 13th standard in the additional requirements table that will be applicable in the R3 medium density residence district. So the situation is that in the medium density residence district, we have 4 lots that are 8,250 square feet. So there are regular grid lots that you'd find in the traditional New Ulm neighborhoods. But the way our zoning standards are currently set up is those wouldn't be developable with the standards that are set in the R3 zoning district. So this new provision that we're proposing would allow for those grid lots in the R3 district that were recorded prior to October 1st, 1968, that do not meet the minimum zoning standards, to allow those lots to have the RT2 traditional single and two-family residence district standards apply. So if someone wanted to build a single-family house on one of those grid lots in the R3, they would follow the RT2 standards. And make it more developable. And that would conclude the staff report.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nisley.
John, is it possible to put the slides up so the rest of the council knows which lots we're talking
Sure.
about for the city? I mean,
Give me 1 second here.
we were discussing this in our zoning meeting and how to handle the situation because a developer wanted to develop a corner lot and then do a lot split. Rather than try to do a couple easement, or, variances with it, we'd probably get it again if the other 3 lots were going to get developed, so we wanted to clean it up.
Was it only the 4 lots in that one? Because the other map shows a few more red spots.
We can go through that.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring it up on the screen.
I'm just going to pull up the maps Councilor Mack is referencing and President Betker. So this map is maybe the one Councilor Betker is referencing. These are actually showing all the R3 zoning districts within the city of New Ulm. Not all of those areas have old grid lots located in them. The 4 that we're talking about, of which this would apply, are all down in the south end of New Ulm, right down in this red area, and are located between 15th South and 17th South, and between Valley and Minnesota Street. So what Councilor Mack was referencing is we had a request from a property owner for a variance to develop this corner lot of 16th and 16th South and South German to put up 2 single-family homes. Well, in order to do that, he would have needed a whole slew of variances. And the Planning Commission thought, rather than grant all of these variances, why don't we go back and do an amendment to the zoning ordinance, knowing that we still have these other 4 lots in that zoning district that could be developed in the future. Let's go back and amend the zoning ordinance so those other lots could be developed when their time comes as well. That's how we came to this
And
amendment.
that's correct. These are the only 4 50 by 165s?
In the R3.
R3?
Yep.
All right, gotcha.
President and Councilors, I'd have had a quick question also for Mr. Nisley. The lot there at 15th South and German backs up against to the recreational trail, and so does the one on 16th. Would that, and it's a very steep slope in there, we've got the 15th right-of-way, crosses the trail. Is there a possibility that there would be two residences possibly on that lot?
The odds would be very low that there would be two residences on that lot. You're referencing this one right here?
Yes.
First of all, it's tough access, and it's an undeveloped street that is likely never going to be developed through that area. So really, the only access to that lot would be from South German, which would allow you to build one home on that lot.
Yeah. 'Cause I bicycle that trail quite a bit, and there's certainly some traffic there in that section with those sheds or those storage units. So thank you for that answer.
Well, I don't have any other questions, so I'll make a motion to conduct the first consideration of ordinance number 2025-TBD, amending section 4.11 of Appendix A of the City Code of the City of New Ulm relative to zoning in said city.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion does carry. Item 4.1 under new business, updating purchasing policy and increase minimum purchase order amount.
President and councilors, I have been going through and reviewing all of the policies that we have and trying to figure out which policies we still need. But this is one of the first that I've updated. And per the requests from several department heads, we're looking to increase that purchase order requirement. Right now, anything over at 2,500 or more needs the purchase order. We're asking to raise that to 5,000. The 2,500 was put in place in 2015. And of course, since then, inflation has been crazy. So some of the things that didn't used to require POs are now requiring them to do POs, and it's just taking more staff time. So as part of the update to the policy, we're asking to change that limit to 5,000. Nothing else really changed within the policy. I just made some formatting changes, some grammatical changes, and made sure everything was still up to date and in line with state statute.
I don't have any issue with it. I'll motion to accept the updated purchasing policy and increase the minimum purchase order requirement to $5,000 effective December 3rd, 2025.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion does carry. Item 4.2, League of Minnesota Cities Insurance Trust liability coverage.
President and councilors, I think this is one of our annual activities here, so I'd like to offer the resolution authorizing to not waive the monetary limits on municipal tort liability established by Minnesota statutes 466.04, accepting liability coverage limits of $1,500,000 from the LMCIT effective January 1, 2026. And authorize the city manager to execute the waiver for and on behalf of the city of New Ulm.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Director Jorgensen, please call the roll.
Counselor Christian?
Yes.
Counselor Warmka?
Yes.
Counselor Schmitz?
Yes.
Counselor Mack?
Yes.
President Becker?
Yes, that motion does carry. Item 4.3, designation of 2026 election polling places.
I'll
Counselors-
offer,
Yeah, I say there's no changes to the previous, yep.
so I'll offer the resolution designating the 2026 election polling places to Redeemer Lutheran Church for Ward 1, New Ulm Community Center for Ward 2, Christ of King Lutheran Church for Ward 3, and Our Savior's Lutheran Church for Ward 4.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Director Jorgensen, please call the roll.
Counselor Christian?
Yes.
Counselor Warmka?
Yes.
Counselor Schmitz?
Yes.
Counselor Mack?
Yes.
President Becker?
Yes, motion carries. Item 4.4, attendance at the 2026 NLC Congressional City Conference.
President and councilors, I'd like to make a motion to approve city manager to attend the annual 2026 National League of Cities Congressional City Conference in Washington, D.C. from March 16 to 18, 2026.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any additional discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion also carries. Item 4.5, joint powers assessment agreement with Brown County.
Council President, Councilors. This is a joint power assessment agreement update. This will be a 3-year contract for the county to provide services or assessment services for the city. So this is just an updated contract. It'll be a little over 116,000 for 2026, 120,000 for 2027, and about 124,000 for 2028.
Fine with these numbers?
Yeah.
I can actually take $300 out of the budget if I want to. I overestimated.
Sign us up, right?
Well, I'll make a motion to approve the joint powers assessment agreement between the City of New Ulm and Brown County Assessor's Office to provide assessment services to the City of New Ulm for the cost of $116,607 in 2026, $120,106 during 2027, $123,709 during 2028, and authorize the city manager to sign the agreement on behalf of the city.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion does carry. Item 4.6 is the Career Expo fee request. Mr. Schugel?
Thank you, Council President Betker, City Council. This is a request from the Career Expo Committee to waive the fees at the Civic Center for the 2026 Career Expo. This is the third straight year this request is coming before you. This request does mirror the exact request from last year where they did use the North and South Arena. It used to just be the South Arena. With this event, it's for 8th and 10th graders. Not only the New Ulm area schools come to this event, but area regional schools attend this as well. The committee has provided a letter in your packet and has overall have had a great experience using the Civic Center for this event. So if authorized, this would waive our 2026 fees at the Civic Center for this event. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you.
I mean, in the past, it's been a fantastic program. I did notice the board commission recommendation, but it was at the Park and Rec meeting, right?
Ye-
And
yes, it
again,
was.
they voted unanimously.
Oh.
The program works, so
That was a staff error that did not include that in there. Yes, at the November Park and Rec Commission meeting, they unanimously approved or
Yeah.
recommended that.
if there's no questions, I'm going to offer the resolution to approve the Career Expo Committee request to waive the rental fee and all associated fees to hold the Career Expo at the New Ulm Civic Center, South and North Arenas on Wednesday, March 25th, 2026.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any additional discussion?
President and Councilors, my only additional discussion would be is that I sincerely imagine and hope that the city is listed as a sponsor or co-sponsor of this wonderful event for our youth.
Thank you. I'm sure Mr. Schugel has that noted.
Yes.
Any additional discussion? Director Jorgensen, please call the roll.
Counselor Christian?
Yes.
Counselor Warmka?
Yes.
Counselor Schmitz?
Yes.
Counselor Mack?
Yes.
President Betker?
Yes, motion carries. Item 4.7 is Park and Recreation donations.
Council President Betker, City Councilors, I'll read these numerous donations into the record and also note that this also did go to the November Park and Rec Commission meeting, so sorry for our department's error on that as well, but the unanimously recommended approval or acceptance of these fees. These fees are for the Pollinator Park, Marcia Halverson and Ken Lombrick, honoring Diana Lombrick for $250. German Park Paverstone, Elena Johnson, honoring Michael and Carol Goblish for $200. German Park Paverstone, Kathy Calls, honoring Roger, Marianne, and Kathy Calls for $200. Pollinator Park, Mary Ellen Domeyer, honoring Robert Butch Domeyer for $250. Riverside ELC, Mary Ellen Domeyer, honoring Robert Butch Domeyer for $100. A memorial bench at German Park from Stacy Casper and Michelle Martin, honoring Connie Besmer for $1,750. Memorial tree at North Park from Don Barstead, honoring Doug Grams for $181. A memorial tree at the Civic Center from Tim Mako, honoring Tom Mako for $290. And a memorial tree at Lincoln Park from Marge Miller, honoring DJ Lepla for $236. Marge Miller also providing a donation to the parks for $92. A German Park bench from the Lions Club for $379. A Herman Run sponsorship from Square Construction for $150. Miller Park backstop work, New Ulm Baseball Association, $5,000. And then the German Park, another German Park paver stone from Lisa Besmer honoring Dr. Ashley Swearigan for $200. And that total is $9,278.
Well,
Good month of donations there, and I'll take this because Joey likes to read them into the records, so I'll offer the resolution to accept the donations offered to the City of New Ulm through the Park and Rec Department for the identified purposes Joey Schugel stated.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Director Jorgensen, please call the roll.
Counselor Christian?
Yes.
Counselor Warmka?
Yes.
Counselor Schmitz?
Yes.
Counselor Mack?
yes.
President Becker?
Yes, motion carries. Last item of business today is 5.1, report of claims paid.
I'll offer a motion to accept the list of claims for $2,541,710.54.
Second.
We do have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion does carry. With no additional business, this meeting is adjourned. Budget session follow.